Hello, wonderful learners. Welcome back to Literary Rights. I'm Swaranjali. Look at these two sentences. The girl is my friend. The girl who won the prize is my friend. The second one tells you more, right? Now you know something about the girl. She won a prize. That word, who, connected extra information to the sentence. That is a relative pronoun, doing its job. Today we covered two types of pronouns, relative pronouns and demonstrative pronouns, words that point directly at the things. Let's begin. A relative pronoun introduces a relative clause. A relative clause is a group of words that gives more information about a noun already mentioned in the sentence. The relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, and that. Think of them as connectors. They connect the main sentence to extra information, and that extra information relates back to a noun in the main sentence. The teacher who inspired me the most retired last year. Who connects the teacher to extra information inspired me the most. It relates back to the teacher. This is the book that changed my perspective. That connects the book to changed my perspective. Simple idea, very powerful in practice. Now let's go through each relative pronoun. First, who. Who refers to people, always people. The student who scored highest received a scholarship. My grandmother, who lives in Pune, makes the best food. Second, whom. Whom also refers to people, but it's used when the pronoun is the object of clause. This is the formal, grammatically precise form. The professor whom I admire most is retiring. Here's a quick test for whom. Replace it with him or her. If it fits, use whom. If he or she fits better, use who. I admire him most. Him fits, so whom is correct. In spoken English, who is commonly used in both positions, but in written and academic English, especially for UGC NET, whom in the object position is the precise choice. Third, whose. Whose shows possession. It can refer to people or things. The student whose project won the competition is in our class. This is a company whose value I respect. Fourth, which. Which refers to things and animals, not people. The novel which we studied last semester was written by Arundhati Roy. She adopted a dog which she named Bruno. Fifth, that. That refers to people or things. It's used in defining clauses, clauses that are essential to the meaning of the sentence. The pen that I lost was a gift from my father. This essential information. Which pen? The one I lost. Here's an important distinction between which and that. That introduces defining clauses. Information essential to identify the noun. No commas. Which introduces non-defining clauses. Additional information that could be removed without changing the core meaning. Set off with commas. The book that is on the table is mine. This defines which book. Essential. This book which I brought last month is excellent. This is extra information. Remove it. This book is excellent. Still complete. Non-defining. This which versus that distinction matters in academic writing and it appears in competitive exam questions. Now let's move to demonstrative pronouns. These are the words that point to things. The four demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, and those. First, this. This points to something near you and singular. This is my favorite color. That points to something far from you but singular. That is a beautiful building. Third, these. These point to things near you and plural. These are my books. Fourth, those. Those points to things far from you and plural. Those are the questions I was talking about. Near or far, singular or plural. That's how you choose. Near and singular, this. Near and plural, these. Far and singular, that. Far and plural, those. Here's an important question. What is the difference between demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives? When these words stand alone and replace the noun, they are pronouns. When they come before a noun, they are adjectives. This is delicious. This stands alone. It is a demonstrative pronoun. This food is delicious. This comes before food. Demonstrative adjective. Those were the best days of my life. Those stands alone. Demonstrative pronoun. Those days were the best of my life. Those comes before days. Demonstrative adjective. Same word, different function, depending on whether it stands alone or modifies a noun. Here are 3 common mistakes with these pronouns. Mistake number 1, using which for people. The wrong sentence is, the student which topped the exam received a medal. Correct one is, the student who topped the exam received a medal. Which is for things. People always get who or whom. Mistake number 2, who versus whom. Confusion. The casual sentence would be, who did you speak to? But the correct in formal English is, whom did you speak to? Or more formally, to whom did you speak? Apply the him or her test. I spoke to him. Him fits. So whom is the precise form. In casual speech, who is accepted. In written English and examinations, use whom, where the pronoun is an object. Mistake number 3, this and these with distances. The wrong sentence is, look at those books here on my desk. But the correct one is, look at these books here on my desk. If it is near you, use this or these. Those is for things that are so far away from you. So those books here is a contradiction. Let's practice. Fill in the correct pronoun. Question number 1. The author dash wrote this novel won the Booker Prize. Who or which? The correct answer is who. The author is a person. People get who. Question number 2. The research paper dash was published last year received wide attention. That or which? The answer is which. The clause is non-defining. Extra information set up by commas. Which goes with commas. Question number 3. Dash are the flowers I brought for you. This or these? The answer is these. Flowers is plural. Near and plural these. Question number 4. Dash is the Taj Mahal. You are pointing at a distance famous monument in a photograph. The answer is that. It is singular and it is far away. Far and singular, that. You have now understood relative pronouns, who, whom, whose, which and that, and how they connect additional information to nouns in a sentence. You have also mastered demonstrative pronouns, this, that, these and those, and how they point to things near or far. In the next video, I'll teach you what is a verb, the action words and state of being words that make every sentence come alive. Without verbs, there are no sentences. Once you truly understand verbs, the whole grammar series starts to click together beautifully. Subscribe to Literary Rights and let's build your grammar confidence together. Nothing difficult, nothing missing, just clear, complete learning. See you in the next lesson. Till then, keep learning and keep growing. Bye.